Hi everybody, it's Amber from Stampin Erasers. Thank you for joining me today. First of all, I want to apologise for the lateness of this video, and second of all, I want to apologise because there's actually part of it missing. So on my last video, part 1, you'll see that I made all of the basically the base of it without the pockets, so all of that. And with my filming, I film with my phone. And so when it gets to around 24 minutes, it tends to cut it off and split it into 2 parts. So this was the first part, and I showed you how to make all of these and put all of them together and matted them on the video. And then for some reason it said the file was corrupted and it couldn't show it. So I'm really sorry, but I'm not going to be able to show you how to do these. But what I have done is I'm going to show you how to do the basic of each and every one of these. Is exactly the same, but the measurements are just slightly different. So what I've done is I've got a piece of crumb cake here, and I'm going to show you how to make these 4 boxes for your cards and envelopes. They are just slightly different, ever so slightly. The cards one is only 3/4 of an inch on the side, and sorry, the envelopes one is 1/4 of an inch on the side because they're not that thick, but your cards one is 1 inch. So I'll give you the measurements for those. Your envelopes one can be made out of a piece of A4. However, the card one, which is this one, because it's 1 inch thick on the sides, and the measurements will have to be using a 12 by 12. Otherwise, you're not going to have enough of a flap to glue it all together. So yeah, I'm really sorry about that. But once I've put everything together and I've done this video, I will leave all the measurements for each and every single box on my blog. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to do this. I haven't made all the cards or anything anyway. I'm going to do a part 3 as well for that. So in this one, I'm literally just going to show you how to put together one of the boxes, and we're going to do a belly band as well. So let's bring our scoreboard in. So yeah, it's a late video and it's done over such a long time. I posted my first box in a crafting group on Facebook, Stampin' Up Showcase only, I believe, and a lady wanted to have the tutorial. I feel really bad because I haven't got back to it. It's been about a month now. I've just given birth nearly 2 weeks ago now to my little girl, 3rd baby girl, so yes, that's why this video is a little bit late. Right, so for your pockets, for your envelopes, this needs to measure 11 3/4, so it's just under, it's a standard A4 sheet, by 4 1/4, and you're going to score at 4 3/4, 5 1/2, 10 1/4, and 11. Then flip that round and score it all the way down at 3/4 of an inch. Okay. So, whilst we've got this out, actually, your belly band pieces need to measure. I've literally just cut a 12 by 12 and scored at 1 inch on one side, and then I flipped it round and did it at 7/8. You need that extra 1/8 of an inch to go round your box, as it measures both sides of 5 inches, but because of the bulk and it's folded over and you've got the mats, it needs to have that extra 1/8 of an inch. So do 2 of those, and then you need 2 pieces that are 3 inches by 1 1/2, and that's for the sides. You're going to glue these tabs here like so, like that, for the side pieces. Okay, so that is all that you will need for that. So with the boxes, just fold and burnish all of your score lines. So yeah, this one isn't actually going to go in the box. I've literally just made this to show you guys, as my video is lost forever. Yeah, I was rambling on, but basically it cut it into 2, and then it said the file was not closed correctly and it was corrupt. And I even got my partner to look at it, and I tried downloading various different apps, like video apps and editing apps, and it just wasn't having any of it, so I was quite annoyed. But yes, nothing I can do. Right, so with these, you are going to cut up all of your score lines. Go to the far side of the score line, and then on the squares, just take out that score. I don't know how well you can see that. Let me stand up. So I'll show you again. Cut down the side there, and then you're essentially cutting out that score line for your little tabs. and it is exact same no matter what your box measures, even like your little tags box, it's done exactly the same way, just slightly different measurements. I've got my little one asleep in the Moses basket with me today, and also my 2-year-old has just appeared. Yes, darling.
Can I have that doll over there?
Have this one, hold on. Right, Mummy's filming, okay? Go back downstairs.
I want two.
No, go back downstairs, please.
Why?
Because Mummy's filming.
Because I want the other doll.
Okay, there we go.
Two of them.
She's asking for her little George, which I was using, so I know where my middle was. Right, so now you should have that. So all we need to do is put some adhesive on there. I'm literally just going to use my tearing tape. I've, honest to God, run out of everything lately. I've run out of my Tombow liquid glue. I've got no more liquid glue. I've run out of 3 doing these bigger projects. I'll put that down there as well. Okay, and just tear your backing off. Okay, stick that down. So that's where that corner is now. That's your back. So just bring these down. Fold your back up. Then we're going to put a little bit of tearing tape on these little tabs. I'm not so out of breath these days because I'm not heavily pregnant in ridiculous heat, thank God. Which I am more than relieved about. But yes, I hope you're all keeping well. The new catalogue will be out for customers soon. We, us demonstrators, have already got the catalogue and we can do a pre-order. I haven't actually done mine yet, as I've had my hands rather full. But I'm hoping to do my pre-order at some point this week, because I desperately need, not just new stuff, but I need glues and things as well. I've completely run out, I can't believe it. Always the way. This is extra fiddly because I've got the tape. Girls, I'm filming. You need to go downstairs. You need to go downstairs, please.
I'm filming, Lily.
The joys of motherhood and trying to do anything. I've literally had to try and squeeze this video in whilst my husband's having a barbecue party with the lads. So I thought, perfect, I'll try and do some crafting. Right, so fold your tabs in like so, and then that one comes down to meet the back. Okay, and then all you do is mat it and then put your little punch hole in, which I haven't got with me. I think I may have left that downstairs, but yeah, so that is the basic gist of how to make your boxes for the video. But as I said, I'll leave a link below to my blog where I have all the measurements for all the different pockets, including tags and the little ones. Okay, so now we just need to make the belly band, and I might make this up around as I go. I'm not too sure, hold on. Right, so you should have 2 pieces, as I said, so one scored at one side at 7/8, the other one scored at 1 inch if you flip it round, and then you've got your 2 pieces that measure 3 inches by 1.5 as well. That's the width of this. Is it 1.5 or 1 3/4? I can't remember now. Right, hold on. Yeah, no, 1.5. For some reason it's bigger than that. Right. So yeah, just get some adhesive on that as well, if I can find it. One there. I might do 2 again. That's that. I am really excited about this new catalogue. So it's the autumn winter catalogue, mini holiday catalogue, whatever you want to call it. It's got some really pretty things, not just for Christmas. There's a beautiful autumn suite. They've got obviously the Christmas star of Halloween. I'm not really big on Halloween. I think that's more in the States that they're big on that. But don't get me wrong, if I'm in my own place by then, I shall probably have a Halloween party, just because. It's just one of those things, isn't it? Why not? Yes, my husband and I, just before lockdown, literally the day before lockdown, agreed a sale on a new home, and it has been a long time coming. We are desperate to get in there, but finally it looks like we may be able to complete in the next couple of weeks. And extra bonus, we don't have to pay stamp duty, which is lovely. Right, so take the backing off of these. Right, and then add your 3-inch piece there. Just make sure to take your time to line it up and fold it back. That's all stuck. And then same again on this side. That's not quite straight. Okay, that's that. Give that a good fold down. Right, so that's the front bit. So that should fit nicely round. Yeah. Obviously, this is looking a bit weepy, but that's because I haven't got anything in it to bulk it out yet. I don't know if you can hear my gremlins stirring in the background. Okay, and then these need to go on there. I've just realised these measure exactly 3 inches, so they might not fit round, but we'll go with it because it's got the score line there, so that should be enough. I've left a slight little gap. Right, so let's see if this works, shall we? Because the last one I made did not. Oh, hey presto. Cool. So now that we've got that on, to decorate, I've literally just got, these aren't Stampin' Up, these are just some other dies that I have, but the sentiment is, and that is from the same suite, so the Forever Fern stamp set, which I absolutely love. These distinctive ones are just so beautiful. I'll leave a link to a card project I did, card swap, for our team group, where I used these, but I used different colours. I didn't use the colours that came in the Forever Greenery suite. I used some subtles and a couple of these. I used Pear Pizzazz, but they are just absolutely beautiful. They stamp so lovely, so I'll leave a link for that down below as well. I might even do a YouTube video on that yet, I'm not sure. I am going to pop these on a dimensional, if I can find one. So yeah, it's a beautiful saying to a friend that makes me smile. I'm not sure who I'm gifting this to yet, but I was going to give this one away. We shall see. So that looks nice. I'll just layer that up on there. And but yeah, use whatever you want to do your little doodah in the middle, sentiment, whatever you want. Okay, and then I'll just add some little gems on there, if I can find those as well. I think I left them downstairs. Right, we'll pretend I've added some gems on there, and I will come back and finish that later. So literally, I'm just going to adhere that down with some tear and tape. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing there, can you? I'm literally just putting some tear and tape on the back of that to stick on our belly band. Okay, and then just try and centre that as best you can. Make sure it's straight. That looks about right. So yeah. We'll pretend I added some gems, but I will come back and do a part 3 to this video. This is going to be part 2, as my other part 2 didn't film, annoyingly. But yes, so I hope you like it. As I said, I will leave the measurements in the description box below to my blog. But I shall see you back at part 3 when I've made all the little cards and pieces inside, and I will see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye.